I've created murals as high as 60 feet tall on the side of a building. And I've created murals for a limousine. I've created murals for restaurants and for businesses. And I've even made murals in kids' rooms, like you guys. What did you think? Did you like the book?
Yeah.
Most importantly, did you like the pictures in the book?
Yeah.
This is why I like to come talk to you guys, because that makes me very excited to hear such things coming from an audience like you. This is me. This is me when I was in the kindergarten. You know, I was a little shy little guy, and I spent a lot of my time just drawing over there by myself. You know, I spent a lot of time just drawing. When we go out to a restaurant, I would draw on the napkins or on the placemat, you know, if it was paper. And then, you know, sometimes, you know, when we go to church, I'd draw on the sides of the bulletin to entertain myself, you know. People could see it, and I thought that was really cool. People would come by and say, hey, you did a great job on that poster, and that made me kind of want to do it some more for other people. My mom was a Girl Scout leader, and so when she had an event going on, I would make a poster for her. And, you know, I kept doing that sort of thing over and over again. My sister was in the ballet. I did posters for her. When I got into high school, they had some hall decorating, and I was just kind of the go-to guy for making decorations for different things. I did stuff for the yearbook. I drew cartoons for the yearbook. As much as I could, I tried to use my talents to help other people. And that was good practice for me, because that's how I kind of started getting to know and like doing work for other people. And then that's how I learned that I really wanted to make a career out of it and make that what I do on a regular daily basis as a career. Now this is my favorite. Have you, anybody here ever seen a rattlesnake?
Oh.
Yeah? Yeah? Seen one or heard one? Heard a rattling? And, cool. Hands down, hands down. Okay, I got another question for you. Now, has anyone here ever seen a 6-foot-long rattlesnake?
Oh.
Wow! Do they have some big snakes in here in East Texas, or what? Or do you see that at a zoo somewhere? Yeah? Yeah? Okay. Yeah, they can get really, really big. They can get very big. Okay, hold on. You know what, I'm going to save some time. I'm going to try to talk real fast so I can answer some questions. Last time I ran a little bit. I didn't get to answer as many questions, but I'm going to answer as many questions as I can in a little bit. But here's another question for you. Have you ever seen a 6-foot-long talking rattlesnake?
No.
Very good. Well, I have a friend of mine who's a special pet that helped me when I was working on this Rattlesnake Rules book. Would y'all like to meet him? Yeah! I'm going to need everybody's voices down. He's a little bit nervous around lots of kids, and this is a big group of kids, okay? Maybe we've done a smaller groups, but y'all are a big group of kids. How you doing? We're going to talk to him and read the Rattlesnake Rules.
Oh, I like the Rattlesnake Rules! It's such a good job right there. It's a good book.
Rules book, because, you know, out of all the things that I do, one of the best things I do is I create children's books, and I draw all the pictures for it. So when you see on the side of a book that it says author Conrad Storad, and then illustrated by, what does illustrated by mean?
That means pictures.
Yeah, the person that draws the pictures. So that's me. I'm an illustrator for the children's books, and that's what I do. And okay, so that was my job as an illustrator. Is I have to think of good ideas that will go with the words that are on the page. You know, because you know, I just talked to the kindergartners, and a lot of them don't know how to read yet. But I really want them to be able to enjoy my book and look at it and know what might be happening in the words, so that they'll too learn how to read. So I have to say, it says in the picture, all the words usually go in these blank spaces. I have to kind of think of also where the words might go in the story, so that there's not a lot of action going on behind the words. So it's very clear and easy to read the words. I couldn't put the words over top of one of the snakes, because then that would be hard to read. So I also have to design in, when I'm thinking of how to draw these pages, areas where the words of the book might live. Rattlers have no teeth with which to chew. So think about it. All they have is little fangs in the front. He's missing a tooth. He's a pretty old little fella, but he's missing a tooth. But they only have fangs in the front. They have no back teeth. And when you're at lunch today, think about it when you're chewing on your food, how that feels, you know, like how you're using your back teeth to mash your food up so it'll fit down your throat. Well, they don't have teeth like that, so they've got to follow their prey whole. They've got to all the way down their throat. Right, so their prey will not be alive when it's down in their throat, because you would imagine if the mouse went in there and it was being chewed, you know, it wasn't chewed up and it was awake in there, the mouse would be going, ah, let me out, let me out, let me out, scratching on the back of his throat, so the fangs kind of stun or kill the prey so that it will be dead when it's...
Well, my rattle scares me, Mama. I'm afraid of my own tail.
How about that? She's afraid of her own tail. Yeah. Well, okay, that with the characters that I'm drawing, I need to portray emotions on the characters I'm drawing. So with the Mama Rattlesnake, does she look kind of worried and concerned? Yeah. So what have I done with that? You know, I can't say worried above there, so I have to do that with her eyes, and I look at other people's eyes, and I look at pictures of people being worried, and how does your eye move when you're worried? You know, what does that expression look like? And then, you know, I need to make her look scared, so I may, you know, look at pictures of people being scared, and sometimes I'll have a mirror on my desk, and I'll actually pull that face myself. I'll be go, I'll look in the mirror and see what I look like. To draw those pictures, and sometimes it even helps if I hold that face as I'm drawing it. If I'm trying to look scared, I'll draw scared, and somehow my hand does better that way. They don't want to eat them. Can I demonstrate with you?
Okay. I promise I won't hurt. I just want to show you something.
He's too big. You could never swallow him whole. He doesn't want to eat his boy for lunch.
For fun. And rule 2. Step back again slowly. A smart move is to run!
Okay, so that's what I do. So they've drawn on the rock there a message to the humans. It says, if you hear a rattle, so I drew an ear and a rattle, and they had a long arrow to make it seem like they were backing up. And they just use stickman, you know. And even I started with stickman when I was a little kid. You know, I drew stickman. I just started making better and better stickman. Started filling out, knowing how to... And it is just a matter of teaching my hand to do what my mind is saying. The same goes with riding a bike and doing tricks on a bike. At some point, you know, that person that was really good at doing those flips and cool things on bikes was using training wheels. But, you know, he started to learn how to adjust his body just right, and so it became very natural how to do a jump. And so it just takes time and practice to develop a good skill.